capture how the boy will be capturing the girl. Apart from the collection of the water, resources, water for the children, they will be captured when they are going for food gathering and girls are going for water fetching. At that time, Namaste to everyone. In continuation of Man in Search of Man series, presently we are going to view the ethnic film on Dongriya Kanda tribe of Orissa state. It is the 13th primitive tribe from the series. The Dongriya Kanda is one of the most ancient tribe mentioned in Hindu myths and classics. Notably, the Puranas, the name signifies that a primitive community of hill dwelling, that is, Dongriya means hill land people. I think you can see that Dongriya Kond is a very important people. That is why I have used in the title of itself a cultural heritage people. The Dongriya Kond have a rich cultural heritage. That is why I called a treasure house of heritage culture of India. That means, the Dongriya Kond culture reflects the entire Indian culture. It is like a mini India. From Itihasas, Puranas, their culture reflects on India. Let us look into the details about some of the existing literature, what it tells about the Dongriya Kond. According to the Thurston, the number of Kond subgroups are 58, he has mentioned in his book Caste and Tribes of Southern India. Whereas Patnaik, in his work, he has mentioned the Dongriya Kond or the Kond is divided into three groups. That is Kutiya Kanda, or those who are leading an isolated life of poverty and indigenous. Dongriya Konda are private skilled horticulturists and Desi Kondas who left their hill habitation and have settled in the plains. So, Patnaik has divided into three categories. Now we are concentrating one of the endogamous group, Dongriya Kanda, we are inhabiting in Nimagiri Hills. Before viewing the film, let us look into the issues faced by the Dongriya Kond for their survival and their existence. Vedanta, a United Kingdom based mining company, threatened the future of this tribe as their home, the Nimagiri Hills, is rich in bauxite. The bauxite is also the reason there are so many perennial streams. The tribe's plight is the subject of Survival International short film narrated by actress Jonna Lumley. In 2010, India's Environment Ministry ordered Vedanta Resources to halt a six-fold expansion of aluminium refinery in Odisha. As a part of its Demand Dignity campaign in 2011, Amnesty International published a report concerning the right of the Dongriya Kond. Vedanta has appealed against the ministerial decision. In April 2013, the Supreme Court upheld the ban on Vedanta's project in the Nimagiri Hills, ruling that the views of those communities affected by it must be considered. All 12 tribal villages voted against the project in August 2013, and in January 2014, the Ministry for Environment and Forest stopped the project. The same period, 2013 and 14, I am working in the Dongriya Kond tribal field for my ethnic vision. First to prepare the preliminary document on it. That is, ethnographic notes I was preparing at that time. I have faced a lot of problems at that time for my preparation of ethnographic notes. The important people who backed the campaign includes James Corino, Arundhati Roy, British actors Jonna Lumley and Michael Palin and Lingraj Azad. These are the people behind this movement. In this context, really I am interested to quote the James Cameron, the author of the film Avatar's advertisement and plea to the entire world for the conservation of the Dongriya Khanda. He, as mentioned in his advertisement, said, "Appeal to James Cameron, Avatar is a fantasy and real. The Dongriya Khanda tribe in India are struggling to defend their land against a mining company held bent on destroying their sacred mountain. Please help the Dongriya." See, from an author from Canada, he has appealed to the entire universal people to save the Dongriya Kond, the interest. So that is why the Dongriya Kond is a very important cultural heritage of India. Let us look into this cultural heritage and have this vision of ethnographic film, which I tried to put it in a monograph way. It is like a monograph or like a PhD thesis. The students, scholars, a layman can enjoy, and also they can able to know the uniqueness of the Dongriya Kond, how rich they are culturally, and what are the problems they are facing presently, what kind of help they need. All things were discussed in a synoptic way. Hope. Let us see the film. Niyamgiri Hill ranges are the part of the Eastern Ghats, which is abode for the Dongriya Kond tribe. The hill ranges from the Bisam Katak, Kalyan Singhpur, Mungura blocks of Rayagada and Gunpur districts of Orissa state, which is at a height of 1000 feet to 5000 feet above the sea level. The Dongriya Konds lives in the midst of the nature. They love nature. Dongriya Kond are the part of the nature. The Niyamgiri Hills is a beautiful forest range which full of horticultural plantations of Dongriya Kond, such as banana, pineapple, orange and shifting cultivation landscapes. We can observe here the shifting cultivation landscape and the narrow roads which lead to the Dongriya Kond settlements. Here you can see the paddy cultivation in small patches is a beautiful landscape. While going to the tribal hamlets, we can observe this is indigenous paddy fields which has made by the Dongriya Kond tribe. The Dongriya Kond settlements are situated in the natural habitat of Niyamgiri Hill valleys, hill ranges. Generally, the habitat places of Dongriya Kond are near to the streams and valleys where they can able to get fresh water and podu lands for their cultivation. We can observe here the podu lands. The Dongriya Kond are inhabiting deep in the jungle of Niyamgiri Hills. To reach them, it took almost 1 day for us. Here you can see how hard to reach the Dongriya Kond settlement. You have hired a jeep and you travelled more than 8 hours by jeep, and then we have walked more than 4 hours to reach the Dongriya Kond settlement. The Man in Search of Man series, we came to here Dongriya Kond village. Since last 2 days we are trying to have to meet and contact and to make the document, ethnographic document on Dongriya Kond people. We are not able to do it because of several problems in this region, because mainly of Vedanta mining. You can see here the surrounding the hills. You can see here the surrounding the hills are the rich resource for the mining. So Vedanta is behind this forest. Dongria Kond villages, they refuse to contact, to talk with us also. Since last 3 days we are not able to do any work. In spite of my student who knows this language, and he himself here tribe, Mr. Gangadhar, not able to convince the people. Finally he is able to convince his friends who is staying in the village.
Mr. Bindu, sir.
Bindu Bishtu village. We are these two are name Kamal and Bindu. They are the Gangadhar's classmates, and with their help we came to this village. उसका नाम क्या है village का नाम? Rodang village. Finally we came here. These people accepted to extend the help. That is why now finally we came here. This is the situation here among the Dongria Kond village. Because of lot of exploitation by the mining and different NGOs, they are facing the problem. They are not believing anybody that those who come for the village for ethnographic study or any kind of research or any kind of visit, they are not believing it. This is one of the pathetic conditions which Dongria Kond people are facing. Now I am happy at least these people has accepted to cooperate with us to give a document on ethnographic document for our Man in Search of Man series. I thank these people who have helped us in this venture, and my student Gangadhar and these people who are here. Thank you. Now we will start for about 2 days. We will stay here and work with these Dongria Kond people to prepare the ethnic vision of Dongria Kond for the global viewers and also the people and also the policy makers. It will be submitted for the development of the Dongria Kond. The word Dongria means the hill dwelling, and the word Kanda means the root or the tuber, which means the people living in the hills eating roots and tubers. The Dongria Kond speak Dravidian language known as Kuvi, which is an admixture of Kuvi and Telugu language. The Dongria Kond have a rich cultural heritage. They are having a distinct identity. By looking at their dress and hairstyle, we can easily identify them. They belong to Dongria Kond tribe. Traditionally, the women members put on 3 nose rings and the male members put on 2 nose rings. The women wear embroidery cloths, beautifully needled work. Here you can observe the hairpins, the neck ornaments and the beads which are wearing, and the dress style which they are wearing is unique. And also they prefer to wear the white dress, which you can observe here. Most of the girls, they are wearing the white dress. The Dongria Kond villages are located in the hill slopes. The typical Dongria Kond houses have low thatched roofs, which is 3 to 4 feet above the ground. The houses consist of a big rectangular room, a small room, and verandas in front and back side. Some of the houses they have replaced with from thatched house, they are replaced with the zinc sheets. You can see these are the very small houses which you can able to see here. So is a house mixed with half zinc sheets and half grass thatched. In this house itself we have for living for the Dongria Kond people. This is for pigs, this is for the chicken, and another one is for goats and other things. So here itself they have made different compartments for their living and also for domestication of animals. The chicken, the pig pen, the house. The Dongria Kond construct their hut walls in a unique way. Here you can observe that the walls are made with the bamboo sticks, and both the sides they plaster with the mud mixed with the cow dung, and both the side they will plaster it, and it will be heat resistant and also the cold resistant. The roof is made with the wild grass which lasts for 1 year. Every year they have to change the roof. The Dongria Kond houses doesn't have the doors and they won't lock the doors also. You can see here the door is only made with the bamboo sticks and we are entering into the house. Here inside the house, which you can observe that the doors are made with the bamboo and very few mud pots they are having for their usage. You can see the rooftop is made with the bamboos and wild grass, and the walls also you can observe here it may be with the bamboo weaving, and the walls are plastered with the mud and cow dung paste. It is a simple house where Dongya Kund are inhabiting. You can see here the face here. This is the traditional thing which you can observe here. इसका नाम की माँ?
मुरमा
मुरमा. इसका नाम की? गुंडू मुरमा. इस नाम? सोना मुरमा. This is? Jarkulika. This is like a sword. This is a sword. Katri. This katri is like a sword. And this one? Darpuli. This one? Darpuli. This one? Killamodi. It is called as Killamodi. This one? Mekodi. Kaggudi. Mekodi. Paja. You can see here tattooing is also, we can observe in the hands. You can observe tattooing here. She has got a tattoo marks. You have tattoo marks? So almost all the girls have tattoos here. Tattoo. Key. Oh, no. She is having a very good tattoos here. You can see tattooing, and her nose studs is a big, and you can see the depression of the nose, and the hairstyle. Murman. See here you can see the Trishul. That is a symbol of Vishnu. You can see here. This is a tattooing she has made. Ki naam? Kutilinga is called as a Kutilinga. She is also having, almost all the girls they have the Kutilinga tattooing marks, and you can observe here is a belt. Kharai nahi hai. And they have the beautiful flowers. You can see they have decorated with the flowers. Almost all the girls they have this knife in their hairs. That is the unique characteristics of this tribe. So woven by themselves. This is traditional. आपका है ना? नाम क्या है इसका? Apragunda. It is called as Apragunda. So here you can come here. She is having extra this one. इसका नाम की? Gadri. This is a beautiful instrument. You can see here. So see here. This is the Dinkitsan. So here it with the bell, the silver, and it is the sharp stand. किसके लिए यूज करता है इसको? काटने के लिए? क्या काटेगा? What they will cut?
जो अमूल आता है ना सर, जो फसला मंडिया, इसको जो काट के
अच्छा इसको रखो. रखो. This is. So every girl she is having this one. This is the uniqueness of this tribe. See the rings in her fingers and the traditional bangles you can see here. and the traditional nose studs she is having. And this is the important one which you can observe here. The nose rings are called as murmar. The rear ring is called as sona murma, and the side rings which are found in the ear is called as gundu murma. These are the important ornaments for the woman. Immediately after the birth of the child, in the second day or the third day, they will make the 3 holes for the girl to provide 3 rings in the nose. For the boys, only 2 holes to provide 2 rings. And you can see this murma and sona murma is provided after 7 days or after 3 months also. You can observe here the 1 week baby is already having the nose rings. The 1 year Dongriya girl is having almost all the ornaments which you can see here. Now we are going to have a song on the Nimagiri hills. These people, you can see the Nimagiri hills here back side. These people are depending on their resources, food resources on Nimagiri hills. So food gathering, hunting, forest, everything is their livelihood is on their forest of the Nimagiri hills. This is the entire Nimagiri hills. The livelihood is on Nimagiri hills. That is why they have the songs and dances composed on the Nimagiri hills, which is a mother for them, giving all sorts of resources and food for them. Now we are going to have the song on Nimagiri hills. From this song sung by You mother giving us a lot of fruits, vegetables, roots and tubers. With you only we are surviving. Without you we cannot survive. You are giving us a lot, including water, food, different type of fruits, different type of animals. Both of them are singing the songs that in praise of the Nimagiri hills. O hills, you are the abode of us and you are giving us plenty of food. You are the resources for our livelihood. Without you, we cannot survive. That is the meaning of this song. In praise of the Nimagiri hills, they are singing this song. Now we are going to have about their views on the Nimagiri hills, food gathering and hunting and shelter, everything you are giving, O Mother God, O Mother Nimagiri hills. We are our goddess. We worship you always in praise of you. Thank you. The Dongriya Kond are well known for their songs and dances. It is one of the tribes still having their traditional songs and dances. Now we are going to have song and dance from the boys and girls of Dongriya Kond, which they call as Aji Daho Bando. Dongria Kond pantheon is composed of gods, deities, and spirits of both benevolent and malevolent. The Dongria Kond consider Mother Earth, called Dharani Penu or Jankar, as their supreme deity. In every village, we will find the Dharani Penu shrine. Along with the Dharani Penu, we can find their consort called as Kotibali Penu, who protects the villagers. The other gods worshipped by the Dongria Kond are Jatakudi Penu, established in the outskirts of the village, and the god Hira Penu is a female deity, Niyam Raja Penu a male deity. Apart from that, they also worship Lalai Penu, Dongra Penu, Lada Penu are the important deities worshipped by the Dongria Kond people. For betterment and prosperity of the village, the Dongria Kond performs Maria Puja in the month of January and February. They sacrifice the buffalo, fowl, goat and pig. This is one of the important festivals performed for the Mother Earth. Now we are going to have the worship of Mother Earth. The harvesting festival is called as Podu Parbu festival, which is celebrated in the month of April and May. It is an important festival for the Dongria Kond people. It is a thanksgiving festival to the Mother Earth. They sing and dance with the instruments they are used for the Podu cultivation. The songs and dances which they will be performing in praise of the Mother Earth. That O Mother Earth, you have given us food, water, shelter, etc. You can see here they will be placing the music with the instruments which they are used for the Podu cultivation.
The thanksgivings to the weapons which they helped them for harvesting and doing agriculture, Podu cultivation.
The Dongriya Kond community have exogamous groups called as clans, which exist among them to regulate the marriage system. The members of one clan cannot marry within the clan. They consider the members of the same clan as brothers and sisters. They have to marry outside the clan. That is the rules of the Dongriya Kond tribe. The clan names are Kadarka, Pushka, Praska, Piska, Kilka, Kuleska, Sikkoka, Jakoska, Majika, Kudika, Kolaka, Melaka, Munika, Nodruka. These are some of the clans exist among the Dongriya Kanda tribe. So they strictly follow clan exogamy for the marriage system. This is one of the important one. The Dongriya Kond practice paying bride price, which is called as Mahala Taka.
Now we are going to have what are the Mahala Takka they are going to do.
Kallu, Takka,
Kallu, Takka,
Kodru,
Kodru,
Are, Manji,
Manji,
Gunda, Haru,
Gunda Haru,
Sobu, Dau, Odna,
Dau,
Mirsa,
Mirsa,
Alu, Abdungen,
Alu, Duge.
Alu,
और
Sobu,
so these are the things will be given as a bride price to the bride by the bridegroom.
Kodru, Ase,
Money also. How much? Sir? Money also they will be giving. Mala taka chata.
Mala Takanga, Kure Hotari, Tiris Hotari,
20,000, 30,000.
Oh, 20,000, 30,000. That much is a big money.
Kure Tirisi, Mala, Mulla Takanga.
आपको कितना दिया?
Nange taki Tiris Hotari.
30,000 she has got as a bride price his parents.
Nange taki Tiris Hotari Takani Ase.
इसका कितना मिलेगा?
Idari ka aleta.
20,000.
Hiya, Nange Lambu ta Kodru Tinyanu, Kodru.
The Dongriya Kond follow 5 different types of marriages. One is arranged marriage, which is called as Mahalaka Dokri. Marriage by elopement or love, it is called as Tona Chana Ri. Marriage by service is called Karjama. And marriage by voluntary is called as Karjiye Hache. And one important one, still their marriage which they are following is marriage by capture, which is called as Habja Trorari, which is an important one which you can see here, the marriage by capture, how it is taking place among the Dongriya Kond. When a boy likes a girl to marry
they will be
and the girl's
captured
parents are not interested to accept the marriage proposal, the boy, one day with his friend, plans to capture the girl and bring the girl to his home. Generally, the capture takes place while the girl gone for a firewood collection in the forest or for water fetching from the nearby streams. Now we are going to see the marriage by capture when the girl gone for water fetching.
Now boys are hiding somewhere in the bushes. Boys are hiding somewhere in the bushes. You can see these girls. So you can observe here. These boys captured this girl and taken the girl. She will be taken to the girl. Then there will be a discussion on payment of the bride price and different type of things. Now she became alone. Taken the girl to the. So this is a. So here you can see the mango leaves with turmeric is mixed, placing on the bride. That is welcoming the girl under the house. This is the. So they are taking by force the girl inside the house. So you can see she has food and she has to take away inside the girl.
The unique culture of Dongriya Kond is after capturing the girl, they won't do any harm. They won't even touch. They will keep the girl in the house and send the message to the girl's parents to their village. After the parents and the elders of the villages meet and panchayat will be held, if the boy and the girl both are satisfied, then the marriage will be formed by paying bride price. See, this unique culture, there is no question of sex or rape or any other thing. I don't think any other population this type of culture exists. Here you can see the boy's father welcomes the girl with turmeric water. It is a unique culture.
Karje Hache, that is marriage by voluntary, is an important one among the Dongria Kon. When a girl likes the boy, the girl comes straight away to the boy's house and stays in their house. So there is no other alternative. The boy has to marry that girl. That is the important one which you can observe among the Dongria Kons. Karjam or marriage by service is an important marriage among the Dongria Kanda tribe. Here the boy has to go and stay in the girl's house for about a year, and he has to work along with the girl's father in all agricultural activities, and he has to satisfy the parents that he is good in character and hardworking, and he can able to protect their daughter and give good food and take care of the girl. Then only the parents of the girl accepts, then the marriage ceremony is performed. Widower remarriage and liberate marriage, they will be following. The entire Dongria Kond area has been divided into 21 mutas. This organization exists from the generations, and it was recognized by the feudatory setup. Muta is an important feature of social and political organization of Dongria Kond. The mutas are strong body which integrates all the Dongria Kond in economic, political, social and cultural life. The mutas are playing an important role to fight against the land mining and different problems which are facing in the Nimagiri hills. At village level, the Dongria Kond have their traditional panchayat system. Johnny is the priest. He is a formal and secular and ritual head of the village, who is assisted by Bisham Ji, who works as a treasurer, and Barika, a messenger, who informs the meetings and ceremonial and dates of the festivals to the villagers. Johnny presides the council meetings. The position of Johnny is hereditary. He disposes the cases of all kinds, such as matters related to marriage, divorce, quarrels, with the help of the clan heads. He is responsible to fix the dates for different religious ceremonies and festivals. He is the only person who has the right to worship the god Dharani Penu, the supreme deity of Dongria Kond people. Here we can observe he is the Johnny, the priest of the Dongria Kond village. He takes the decisions with the help of the clan heads and the family heads, and he disposes the cases whatever which will be coming in the village. They never go to the police station in complaining on each other. This is the unique characteristics of the Dongria Kond still exist. For our substance of economy, we still depending on the forest minor produce as a major occupation. The secondary occupation for us is the horticulture and shifting cultivation. The minor forest produce we are collecting from the forest or the fruits, roots, tubers, mushrooms, green leaves. From the horticulture we are getting the jackfruit, mango, citrus, banana, pineapple, turmeric, ginger, vegetables like gourd, pumpkin, beans, brinjal, chilies. In the shifting cultivation, we are growing paddy, jowar, millets, cereals and pulses of a different kind. Here you can see our pineapple plantation which we have grown here, and we have the jackfruits, oranges also we are growing,
papaya,
and bananas also we are growing from our fields.
in this region.
Women contribution to the family
economy is very high compared to that of men. Apart from working in the house regularly, they will be going for food gathering and collection of the minor forest produce. Here we can see the ginger collected by the Dongria Kond woman. She has spent almost all the day from morning to evening to get this ginger. This is the ginger
This one,
collected from the forest,
it is around 1 kg.
which will weigh more than 1 kg. It is indigenous ginger collected from the forest. Here you can observe the different kind of millets which are grown by the Dongria Kond from the Fodo lands. And this is the adda leaves collected from the forest, and they will sell it in the market, which they will be using as a leaf plates for eating. And we can see from the forest they are collecting the tamarind, which is having a good economic value, and also they grow from the Podu lands different kind of pulses, which you can observe. Apart from this,
उसमें क्या क्या लगा?
whenever they will get a wild boar
Salt.
or goat,
नहीं, ऐसा ही dry कर.
and if they cut for the cow, bull for the meat, they will dry it for and they will preserve it for the future.
And it is called as unga. It will be preserved. During summer season, they will eat this meat.
Here you can see the pounding of the millets.
Pounding the ragi.
They have to do hard work day and night, otherwise it is very difficult for them to survive.
Their livelihood.
The cleaning of the pulses.
Some roots also she has collected here.
Women contribution to the family is very high compared to that of the men.
The status of women among the Dongria Kond society is very high compared to that of men because of their hard working and contribution to the family economy. The family economy is controlled by the women. Women is the backbone for the Dongria Kond existence. Women are more knowledgeable than men in several ways. The women songs and dances preserves the entire way of life in the folk song and dances. That is the real cultural heritage of Dongria Konda. All the flora and fauna of Niyamagiri Hills preserved by the women in their songs. It is really worth analyzing the songs. I am sorry to say there is no one has done any work in analyzing the songs and dances of the flora and fauna.
No other curry nor vegetable nor dal. Only rice she is eating. So this is the condition of the children here. Even the elders also, there is no nutritional food here. So this is the ragi gruel, ragi with rice. She has prepared a gruel. She is drinking. She is drinking here. Come here. She is drinking. This is the condition of them. One girl only rice eating. There is no other curry or any other thing, no vegetable, nothing. That is why their conditions of living is very poor. I had told she is very weak. She is very weak. Huh? Yes, you can see. She is anemic. She is anemic. She is very anemic. No. This is Ankush Puja. Here you can see this is a thanksgiving for the God. They have taken a oath. After fulfilling the oath, they will be giving thanks. That means they have they are giving their oath fulfilled that they are performed this one by sacrificing a pig, sacrificing a goat, chick, and a pigeon. These are the 4 things they have sacrificed here. You can see here the
Whenever the Dongriya Kond visits the relatives on any occasion, the relatives has to give the gifts. Giving the gifts is an important aspects for the Dongriya Kond. The gifts consist of the pig, rice, millets, which you can observe here. They are carrying the millets, rice on their head after attending the marriage ceremony. This is the custom of the Dongriya Kond.
It is around 1:30.
In every
Getting hungry.
Dongriya Kond village we find Da Sha Hada or Hada Sala, a dormitory for the girls. The Da Sha Hada is the place where the unmarried girls spend their nights.
Oh,
They learn
rice and
needlework, arts, crafts,
some food for us.
dance,
I think now it is
songs,
going for,
and their day-to-day life activities, not only in economy but also the sex, delivery practices, and using of different ethno-medicines for their ailments. The boys do not have any dormitory. The boys used to sleep someone's veranda in groups, and it is called as Dangrenga Duki. The dormitory plays an important role not only in supporting the substance of economy for the villagers, it also works for the outsiders who came as a guest. They will provide the food. Here we have got the food from the dormitory for about our field work for completely for 3 days. Here you can see they are cooking the rice and dal for us in the dormitory, which is a really a great experience for us. See, she is preparing the curry
Here you can see this
for us,
girls, they are making the leaves for me.
which is unique among the Dongriya Kond. Here, the other girls are preparing the leaves for us to eat the food.
And also Anand, we are.
It is a customary that to provide the food for an outsiders in the dormitory.
That is rice she has already cooked. Dongriya Kond girls for giving me the opportunity to work here and to document this ethnic film. I think we will taste it now. Anjali? Oh, beautiful. Very tasty, Gangadhar. Better than the hotel food. Huh? Very nice.
After serving the guests, the Dongriya Kond girls taking their food in the dormitory.
This village, most of them are malnourished. Many of them are very weak. You can see here, they are not able to get the balanced food, and many of them doesn't have the cloths also. So the infants, small kids are there. You can see small kids. You can see the child is a malnourished child here. That's a small baby milk here. They need nutritional food, balanced food for the to come over from the anemic. Here you can see this woman. These are all the old people. I think she is having the eyes problem. She is having the eyes problem. She is also, most of the tribes, they have the eyes problem. Here you can observe. They are suffering with malnutrition, and there is no Anganwadi, there is no proper food for infants, pregnant ladies, and also the lactating mothers. That should be provided in this village. See, these are the women in this village with different problems and issues. There is no water, protected water. They had to depend on the stream water, which here you can see the tank, small tank they are constructed. for stream water to store. From the stream water they have a pipe here. In this pipe they will be collecting the water. This is the only resource for these people for drinking water. During summer it will dry up. Then it will be a big problem for them. There is no water resources at all. So there is a need to provide the protected water for this village, as though the water is going on here, but they are not able to get the pure water for the drinking. In summer they are getting most of them are dysentery. Now also we have seen many of them are sleeping with malaria. Malaria is a predominant here because of climate and also the mosquitoes and the environment over here. So they need a doctor should visit at least weekly once to this village to give them the treatment and solve the ailments. That is very important one which you have to take care of this village.
Vitamin deficiency. Back also she is getting pain. It seems that the food they are intake is not balanced to rice they are eating nowadays because of to supply the PDS. Previously they are depending on the forest food which is rich in energy. Nowadays there is no energy food they are taking. That is why most of them are getting joint pain, knee pain. हमारा भी joint pain है. So you can see here she is also having the pain. Anemic. She is also seeing the lady. She is also anemic. Both are anemic. Our deliveries who go on for delivery and other purposes. Nowadays they are going for deliveries in the hospitals, which is helped by the Asha lady. She will be coming regularly. Regular आता है वो आशा लेडी. She is coming regularly and taking these pregnant women for the delivery in the hospitals.
The Dongria Kond remained isolated from the mainstream of the society from generations. Still they are depending on the traditional substance of economy such as food cultivation and minor forest produce collection. The introducing of the central and state government schemes under ITDA and DRDA are able to bring few changes in their way of life, which you can observe in helping by providing zinc sheets for the construction of the houses, drinking water and mud roads to reach the settlement. The micro project introduced in the Dongria Kond region are helping to develop the subsistence of economy. The free distribution of the seeds, fertilizers and ration through public distribution system is helping the Dongria Kond tribe to continue the food cultivation to some extent. The residential schools which are established are in far off places and the schools are not able to provide admission to all the children. The most important issue to be attended are providing
And also the hostel
of the protected water,
for the-
electricity, distribution of ration in time, payment of wages regularly under the NRGA and JRY and other government sponsored schemes. Very few Dongria Kond children are going for higher education. They are also discontinuing in the middle of their courses. Now we have Raj Kamal who is discontinued from his degree. Let us inquire about him. What is his problems? Why he has discontinued the course?
क्या किस कारण से आप डिसकंटिन्यू किया है?
सर पैसा का प्रॉब्लम हो गया इसलिए.
आपका पैसा का क्या प्रॉब्लम है? आपका तो हॉस्टल में खाना देता है, कपड़ा देता
नहीं
है,
सर.
बुक देता है, सब कुछ देता है ना.
वो हाई स्कूल करियर में हॉस्टल का खाना मिलता है और हायर स्टडी के लिए खाना नहीं.
खाना नहीं मिलता.
नहीं सर.
कॉलेज में भी आपको खाना देता है ना? हॉस्टल है ना?
नहीं सर.
ट्राइबल का हॉस्टल नहीं है कॉलेज स्टडीज का?
नहीं सर.
कहीं उड़ीसा में नहीं है?
नहीं सर. इधर भी अपन का पैसा
खर्च कर कर पढ़ना पड़ता है.
हाँ.
So it is a pathetic condition that doesn't have hostels for higher education in Orissa, he is telling. And many of the states they have the higher education for tribal hostels. But I think we have to check with this him. So खाना पैसा का इसमें आप डिसकंटिन्यू किया.
हाँ सर.
पैसे देने से आप पढ़ सकता था क्या? खाना देने से आप पढ़ सकता था, हॉस्टल फैसिलिटी देने से? So this is one of the important aspect that he is telling. Because of his poverty and he doesn't have the facilities to stay in Bhubaneswar in the hostel or in the private houses for the study. That is why he has discontinued. So and he accepts that if he gets the facility, he will continue his studies. I request the policy makers and other politicians to look into this issue at the national level. Many of the tribes, those like him, they are discontinuing the studies because of the poverty. And we have the central universities established for the tribals, and we have the colleges established for the, especially for the tribals, who should be established. The tribals should be educated in the higher level. That is very important. The tribal universities should promote such a type of boys to be taken to the education, and they should be given food, books and everything, and they should be educated.
The change in food habits also brought many changes in their health status. Now let us have a discussion on the change in the food habits, how it has affected. The food we have used to consume in our younger age was purely roots, tubers, fruits and flesh of different animals from the forest, which used to give us more strength. Now, what we are consuming is rice, which is supplied through the government stores, which do not have any strength. Because of this change in food habits, most of us are having joint pains, back pain and vision problem. We have lost our virgin forest because of the forest department rules and rights to enter into the forest, and also the Vedanta mining, which is become a big issue for us in the Nimagiri hills. The mining will destroy our livelihood. If the government is not going to protect us, we may extinct from the planet because we do not know how to live in the modern world.
वो जो हमारा नीमगिरी पहाड़ में वो जो पानी निकलता है, पानी
अच्छा, हाँ।
वो जो पहाड़ को वेदांत खोलने से वो पानी सूख जाता है, इसीलिए हम लोग वो वेदांत को
नहीं
कर देते हैं,
क्लोज करने के लिए बोल रहे
बोल
हैं।
रहे हैं।
और क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम है वेदांत माइनिंग करने से?
तो माइंस खोलने से हमारा लोग को बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है। हमारा जो पाइनएप्पल, बनाना, ऑरेंज, वो सब यहाँ से होता है।
ओके।
वो नीमगिरी का नीचे तो नीमगिरी पहाड़ खोलने से हमारा वो सब नहीं हो जाएगा, बंद हो जाएगा। हाँ, वो पानी भी सूख जाएगा। हाँ। इसीलिए हमारा सब लोग यहाँ को मना कर दिया।
ओके।
नीचे ऊपर नीमगिरी, अभी खुजरी है ना, वो पार जैसा। अच्छा। नीमगिरी पार भी नीचे को लगा
अच्छा
आसपास।
सो वेदांता होने से आपका बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स हो जाएगा, जीवन मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
हाँ।
आप कहना क्या चाहता है? सो वो वेदांता नहीं चाहिए आप लोगों को?
सारे लोग तो उसको
नहीं मानता है। So he is also once worked in Vedanta. After the problem has came out, he has also resigned and came back because all Adivasis are protesting Vedanta not to go for minings in the Nimgiri hills. That is the important one which we wanted to express here.
I hope you have enjoyed this film. As the time is short, I am not able to show you all the aspects of the ethnographic visions among the Dongria Kond. It may require 2 to 3 hours to cover all the documents. Before concluding this ethnic vision, I would like to quote Lingaraj Ajad, a leader of the Save Nyamgiri committee quotation, what he has told about the aborigines of India. He said, the Dongria campaign was not just that of an isolated tribe for its customary rights over its traditional lands and habitats, but that of the entire world over, protecting our natural heritage. So he is true. We should appreciate Lingaraj Azad's comment, and also who fought for the Dongriya Kond people. Hope we are all together help the aborigines for their conservation. Thank you very much for viewing this ethnic vision of Dongriya Kond. If you have any doubts or clarifications, you can write to my email or to come on to my website. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It took more than 4 days for us to produce this episode on Dongriya Kond. Now let us acknowledge Yedi Manga, who is the female dormitory head and helped us in producing this film. I am really thankful to Yedi Manga for her cooperation in providing the information and documenting the different type of songs, dances and festivals for the Man in Search of Man series. It is really a wonderful experience with the Dongriya Kond. It's called as Ashidavo Konbu. Now we have